Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be looking at another Hot Wheels related video, and this is the Hot Wheels official display case which can store up to 50 cars. So this thing actually has an example of how this will look like with all the cars stored, and it comes with a 71 Datsun 510, and this is the front of the box. And now we're going to look at the back. Okay, so right now we are looking at the back of the box, and this is how it looks like when it is empty. It comes with an exclusive 71 Datsun 510, and over here it says that it is not for use with some Hot Wheels vehicles. So I wonder what kind of vehicles are they talking about. And now let's take it out of the box. Alright, so this is the exclusive car that came with the display case, and how it is being tied down is that they use scotch tape on both sides of this casing, and over here there are two flaps that you can see. They already tied it down on the bottom of this shelf. So the best way of taking it out is that you will put this flap on the surface, and then after that you can just slowly try to remove the scotch tape. Alright, let's look at the exclusive right now, and this is the Datsun 510, and it comes with rubber wheels in a black and yellow kind of bumblebee color scheme. So over here on the back you can see that it's actually very well detailed, that you can see the brand 510 and also a Hot Wheels license plate over here. So the weight of this display case is actually alright, and it might be a little bit heavy for some children, but this is no issue for me as an adult. So over here at the door, you can look at the material used. Actually all made of plastic. It has this locking mechanism for both doors, and on the tracks itself, it feels like one of those Hot Wheels tracks, but it seems to be a little bit more sturdy than the usual ones. Okay, this is the back of the display case, and it comes with two holes, but it does not come with any screws or whatnot for you to wall mount it, because this thing is actually like a TV. You can either wall mount it or you can put it flat on any surface. So this display case comes with 2 feet, just like any TV, is for you to stabilize this thing when you put it flat on the tabletop. So the black parts of this display case is actually very sturdy, even though it's a little bit thin. And on the back of this display case you can see clearly that there's a Hot Wheels logo, but it's actually a bit redundant because when you flip it to the front you can't really see the words, and you can only just see the flaming outline kind of thing. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Let me just set up the base, because without the base, when you open up the door, it just tends to lean forward and might just fall off. So this is how it looks like with the base attached, and now we are going to look at how far the door can be extended. So it can be opened up fully all the way, but try not to go further than the allowed angle, because it might just break the door. Right now I'm going to try to put 50 cars into this display case, and if you want to see a close-up of all these 50 cars, you can take a look at one of my videos on my channel. Woohoo! So this is how 50 cars look like, but there are actually no 50 cars over here. I only managed to squeeze in like 48 cars, but if let's say you want to squeeze in like 50 cars, as per what the box says, up to 50 cars, then you will need something like this Spider-Man car over here. So as you can see here, there are actually some grooves over here to prevent the cars from going onto each other and banging each other. So does it look as good as expected? I think that generally it looks pretty well, but you can see over here, it doesn't really work very well with black or the darker cars. So I suppose if you put more colorful cars in, I think this would look very well. The cars inside each individual compartment is actually quite fixated if you do not try to move them around, and they just stay there. It's actually very stable. So because of the groove that is made inside each row, the cars itself are actually pretty much centralized, as you can see over here. So now we are going to try some other 1:64 cars that I have, and this is a major red Honda Civic. So it fits in pretty well, just like any other Hot Wheels, and since this made for 1/64, so I suppose it actually goes in quite well. And next we have Green Light Tarmac Works Falcon GTR. So let's see if it goes in well. And then we have a Mini GT. And lastly, we're going to try with Tomica and see if it actually goes in with the box as well. So if you want to put in your Tomica box with your Tomica, you actually need to pry a little bit. And once it is inside, it's actually very snuggy, and you can move around a little bit if you want to. So the Tomica boxes actually turned out unexpectedly good, and this case actually allows you to put other 1:64 diecast in as well. However, you are unable to fit this kind of bigger box in, but you can try if you want to pry it much further. So actually, if you want to put more than 50 cars, you can actually just put it on the top, since it is a flat surface, as you can see here. So generally, I feel that this display case is pretty much worth it, as it comes with an exclusive cars, and it has a few variations to it. So this is a good price for a 1:64 display case, which I got it from Amazon as compared to some other third-party display case. And it's super classy, very premium, and looks kind of badass. Even my wife approves of it. So alright, that's it for today's video, and I hope you guys like it, and we'll see you next time. Bye!